Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of season 2 here at Fulham. We made a number of new signings in the last episode. We have, so far this window, added Andre Schürrle to the side. We've got Zambo Anguissa. We've also brought in Timothy Fosu-Mensah and Alfie Mawson as well. All of which signings that the club made in real life in the previous transfer window this summer. So the squad is looking more like it was in real life. Obviously, Lamar Chan we brought in as well. Season 1, he actually defaulted into the side because I updated the squads. And Joe Bryan is a signing we made in the save that Fulham then replicated in real life, which was quite strange. So the side does look very similar to the side that they play in real life. However, of course, we've added Cutrone to the roster and Varnier and Rossi as well. So the squad looks okay. We are slightly light in a couple of areas. Central midfield, I would like one more player. Now, we do have about 20 million available to us, but of course we're hoping to sell on a couple of other players, and there are a couple of other IRL transfers that we would like to get done. Dennis Doy, we're looking to move on. Ream, Torsteinson, Kite and Humphreys. And to bring in, I do still want to bring in Luciano Vietto, so we will have to wait until at least January, if not maybe next season, to do that, because he's unavailable for transfer right now. Callum Chambers we look to bring in, but I'm just not willing to pay his wages. And in real life, that was a loan deal, so I'm not overly fussed about not being able to get him, considering we've already got Varnier in at the club, so we already have that extra centre-back. Sergio Rico is a player that we don't necessarily need right now, because Rossi's a very capable goalkeeper. I would perhaps consider loaning him, so I will try and loan him, and they aren't interested in a loan. Okay, well, I can't afford to buy him, so that's that deal on the back burner for now. One thing I will do is look to buy Jedson Fernandez, though. I would like to get that deal done. We went to sign him first season in January, and in fact, maybe we tried to sign him in the summer, and they weren't interested in letting him go. And we tried again in January, and his price had gone up, but I ran out of money. And now we have the money. Let's try and actually get this deal over the line. I'll offer just that 600,000 shares. Well done. I'll offer what his valuation is, and we'll see if they'll accept that. They reckon that... Oh, 6.2. All right, deal. Done. That's easy enough. My chief executive reckoned that I might have had to have paid up to £9 million for him. If I can get him for 6.2, that's great. And his wages are minuscule. £4,300 a week is what he's on currently at Benfica. I'm quite happy for him to accept a rotation spot as well. Initially, he will only have a rotation level of football. He's fine with 4 years. We'll disregard a release clause, and hopefully wage-wise he won't want too much. I'll offer him £8,000 a week. We're close to doubling what he is on at the minute, and I'll offer him £200,000 as a signing fee, and deal done. Another new signing in, probably the last one of this window, unless drastic things happen with regards to transfers going out, and if we can maximise the amount of money we're able to make from this pre-season tournament, then I might consider bringing in someone else. But for now, I'm very happy with the way that the squad looks at present. But of course, that is open to change if our financial situation changes between now and the end of the window. We have the semi-final of the pre-season tournament here against Hoffenheim to start us off. I'd very much like to get through to the final if we can. And then we should hopefully push forward into the Premier League season soon after. So everybody... Where's it put? Oh, he's there, look, Fernandez. I was like, where is he? I couldn't see him. Right, we'll start Cabano. We'll start Rafael Leao. Fosu-Mensah can start a right back. And is he available? Alfie Mawson, or is he on international duty? Alfie... Oh, there he is. I'm blind. We'll throw Alfie Mawson in ahead of Varnier. And let's see how this first team does against Hoffenheim. Right. A few new players playing for me for the first time. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out any more of this series or the My Player series. The Replacing Ronaldo My Player series. But for now, let's see if we can't get ourselves through to the final and get some extra prize funds. Sessegnon, top goal scorer in the tournament so far, Ryan Sessegnon. We're the top goal scorers as a team in the tournament as well. Obviously, go on, Rafael. We might be in to make it 1-0 early doors. Rafael Leao took that extra pace more than I wanted to, but in actual fact, that might actually have helped with the taking of the chance. 1-0 in the 7th minute. Ryan Sessegnon has 4 goals from the group stage. Patrick Cutrone has 3, and now Rafael Leao has added to his 1 from the group stage to now have 2 for the pre-season tournament as a whole. We aren't playing the highest standard of opposition, that has to be said, but we are still having an incredible pre-season and putting in some great performances. It does bode well for the Premier League season when it arrives, although playing teams like Manchester City, Chelsea, Manchester United, etc. is going to be completely different to playing teams like Hoffenheim, and they very nearly equalised immediately. Rob. In there to Joe Linton. Jedson Fernandez does well. He's got that forward there to Rafael, who's also done brilliantly to hold off the defender. As he tucked this back to Cisse. There's Tom Kearney. I roll the defender here. We've done that well. Timothy Fosu-Mensah. We get that into Rafael Leao and help it on its way to Jedson Fernandez, who hits the post on his debut. Very, very nearly 2-0. Lovely move. Oh, and I nearly snuck a toe in there to get that away as well. Oh, 2-0 would have not flattered us because there haven't really been too many opportunities in the game. It would almost feel like it had been 2 shots, 2 goals in this first half. Paslak down the other end. They hit the side netting immediately after we took the lead. And as we almost extended that lead, they very nearly had the chance at the other end again. But it's going to be 1-0 at half-time. Oh, picked off by Kearney. It's a really poor pass. Drop the shoulder, get it to Ryan Sessegnon. Maybe look to bend it. A lot of his goals come from inside the box, shooting low and hard across goal. Evidently shooting from outside the box and finessing it isn't Ryan Sessegnon's strong point. Nice tackle. Sessegnon around the corner, flicked, and through there looking for Cabano. The defender committed himself, and Cabano should finish this off, and has done. 2-0 Fulham. That's us almost certainly now through to the final. Grilic. Just done me there. I overcommitted. Yes, Lamarchand. Nicely done. Kearney forward to Cabano. There's Rafael Leao through the gap. A little bit of footwork maybe. Might send the defender. I see the man arriving on the edge of the box. It's Jedson Fernandez. That's twice he's hit the woodwork in his first ever game for me. That's really unlucky. Oh, Cisse's done brilliantly. He's a rock in that CDM role. Interested to see how Anguissa does trying to replace him in the starting lineup. Initially, I'm going to give Anguissa that starting spot at CDM. Oh, how have I not tackled him there? Oh, Pettinelli doesn't make the best of saves. We are able to get it away and deny them the corner. Oh, jeeps. I don't quite know how that hasn't gone in there. What a ball! Well, that was outrageous. That's an unbelievable... The vision to see that as the defence were all rushing out. He's just taken a touch, pinged it. Joe Bride well out of position. And how's that for a first-time finesse volley? That's brilliant. What a goal from Hoffenheim. Superb. 2-1. Fosu-Mensah inside to Leao. Cisse across to Lamarchand. Fernandez into Cisse. Leao running through his Jedson Fernandez. Now, can he find the back of the net this time? Should have driven it low, shouldn't I? Tried to finesse it top corner. I've missed the opportunity. What is very, very positive, though, is the way that Jedson Fernandez is loving getting forward and having chances on goal. It's a lovely spin by Rafael Leao. Good save by Stoltz. Could have been 3-1. How is that a foul? Oh, it was offside. Okay, fair enough. Barner with the throw. Fosu-Mensah picks it up. Inside to Rafael Leao. Shows some good strength. Good lad. Sessegnon. Oh, goodbye. And the finish, maybe? No, good save by Stoltz. I'll try and get it back in the box. First time, and Sessegnon with the header this time is going to go wide. Oh, we've had plenty of opportunities to score more than 2 goals. Jedson Fernandez alone has hit the post twice and missed the one-on-one. Sessegnon with a couple of efforts there. Would have liked to have seen him do better with the second effort from the header, actually, but never mind. Or see the run again from Jedson Fernandez. Bait past the defender. Oh, he has his goal. Delighted for the youngster. What an impression he's making. At present, Tom Kearney and Jean-Michel Seri are my 2 starting centre mids. But that's one way to welcome yourself to a club. Throwing himself right in the mix already, Jedson Fernandez, for a first team spot. Let's go and play the final. Maybe something will happen in the transfer window between now and then. £2.6 million added to the budget. That's almost half of Jedson Fernandez's transfer fee already paid, and with his minimal I'm not going to accept that with these minimal wages as well. Then it's basically a free transfer if we win this final. I will reject the offer for Tom Kearney. Now, Johansson is an interesting one. He's valued at 6 million, but he's on 70 grand a week. £70,000 a week for a player that I'm not really using is a hell of a lot. I will try and negotiate because I could bring someone else in. It might mean that we have to wait to bring Luciano Vieta in until next season, but but who I would bring in, I'm not sure. Let's ask for 8.5 and see if they'll pay that. Give me 8.5, 6.3. Well, that's not exactly what I was hoping for. How about 8? 8 on the nose. 6.3 again. I did say fine Loffe in that last message, but I'll ask for 7.3 and they'll see. Nope, they're not winning paying. Okay, fair enough. Johansson stays. At this stage, I do still need that extra, just the extra body in the squad with regards to depth. Seri, Kenny, and Gisa, Cisse, Jedson Fernandez, and Johansson. So they're like my rotation or my rotated 3 players. Although I guess I could play Thomas Callas at CDM perhaps, or Timothy Fosu-Mensah even at CDM. So yeah, I'd still like to max. There's no point letting someone go on the cheap just for the sake of letting them go on the cheap for the sake of making a transfer. Like, if it's not financially viable, then it's not the best move for the club, is it? So we'll keep them at the club for now. We shall go ahead and play Torino, though, in this final. And fingers crossed, come away with another chunk of funds after winning this game.
Now we can check on the Fulham lineup.
Cisse, Mr. Jedson Fernandez, turns well into Catrone. Wide to Christie, Schürrle's down the line. We'll stand it up into the middle looking for someone. Session could get the run the defender he has done, but another header from Session on wide of the target. That time under a lot more pressure than he was at the end of game number 1. Disappointed that he didn't finish the effort in game number 1. That one was certainly a lot more difficult, so I can't be too critical of him for missing it. He was in the right place at the right time and showed good movement to get in front of the defender. Can he be involved defensively here as well? He's certainly doing his bit. Adam Yajic. To Di Silvestri. He's just been able to get the cross in, and Christie out of position at right back. Now with a task on his hands to hold down that first team spot ahead of Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Iago Falque will cross the ball in and Bettinelli comes to hold it. Nicely done, well done. Nice tackle by Christie, and then immediately gets all taken away from him again by Iago Falque. And then, I thought we'd won it back there. Basagod gets the space, shots in. Ooh, Bettinelli, you're not filling me with confidence there, mate. I cannot wait to get Alisson back from international duty, I tell you that much. That was really questionable goalkeeping. Not sure why Catrone's ignored the ball there either. 3 minutes to go till half-time. Both sides have had chances in this game. Oh, look at the ball. Bloody hell! Bettinelli, at least react to the ball, please. Iago Falque. Are they going to hit the other post now? No, Lamarchon gets the tackle in and will come away with it. I should be 1-0 down in this final, but thankfully, thanks to my woodwork, no help my goalkeeper, I am still level at the break. Christie tucks that inside there to Kearney. Into Catrone. Kearney. Back to Cisse. Forward to Catrone again. Tries to spin away from the defender. He's done brilliantly to hold that up. And I'll look for Jedson Fernandez. Superbly done. Oh, it's a good turn too. And I'll put it inside. And Catrone. No, Salvatore Sirigu makes the save. Catrone tried to head that to a teammate, but a defender intercepts. I've not created much in this game at all. Nice turn by Catrone. Can I just let fly? Oh! Oh! Oh, yes, we can let fly. We can let fly indeed. What a strike from Patrick Catrone. Unbelievable. He's done well in this game so far with his hold-up play. He spun the defender there, and I wasn't sure whether it would get deflected. He's just let rip. Just getting the angle right, because the defender blocked off most of the goal. But it's just a slight spin on the ball to bend it back towards goal. Gets a big chunk of the post across the line and inside the post by about 6 inches. That will do. 1-0 in the 79th minute. I don't deserve that lead, but I will take it. That might well have earned us an extra 3 million or so. That's a good header by Cisse. Catrone will get to that. Cross here to Sessegnon. Catrone's going to go again. I'm just waiting to make sure I time the pass so that he can get past the defender. And that's tucked away. His second of the game. Our second of the game. And that will be the 3-ish, might be slightly less, £1 million added to the bank. Really nicely done. I'm unsure if I get another offer in for Johansson, if I might consider going out and buying a world-class, well, wouldn't be world-class for about 25 million, but a centre mid that's higher rated than Tom Cairney, and consider dropping Tom Cairney to the bench. But we'll wait and see. Oh no, what a time for my battery to die. Oh my lord, what is going to happen from that drilled through ball? Please don't tell me I'm about to concede as soon as I turn the controller back on. Oh no, battery's in, controller on. Oh man, the tension is killing me. Are we going to keep a clean sheet? There were a couple of moments in the group stage where we had like a 3-0 or a 4-0 advantage and weren't able to keep a clean sheet. And you'll tell from the replay just how that goal went in. No clean sheet for us. Off the post, hits the defender. Oh, hits the goalkeeper on the leg and trickles over the line. 2-1. It's only going to be a 2-1 victory by a single goal rather than the 2-0 that it was prior to my battery dying. Whether I'd have been able to clear that regardless of the battery situation is unclear, but unfortunately... never mind, we won the cup. Oh, I can't be able to watch a pre-season tournament trophy ceremony. My only 2 shots on target the whole game, and they're the ones that gave us the victory. Delighted to get the victory, though. How much money am I earning from that? And also, is Ryan Sessegnon now injured for a little while? Waiting for it to load. Hopefully... Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that midfield situation. If I get another bid in for Johansson, it's £2.9 million. So it was very nearly 3 million. Right, I'll have a quick train, and then we'll advance towards the start of the Premier League season. I'm not sure how many games we've got left in the transfer window. As I'm recording this, I'm obviously still at home. But as you're seeing this, I think this is Sunday's video. But basically, because I'm away from Monday, I fly Monday and I fly back Friday. I'm going to Gamescom this week. I'm having to record ahead. Ordinarily, I would take your guys' feedback on board with regards what to do in this transfer window. But I think what I'm going to do, because I'm away and I'm having to record ahead, is I won't make any more signings. Because basically we've signed all the IRL signings that we can afford to do from Fulham's season. So I won't do any more business in the transfer window now, as of yet. What I will do is save that money for January. So... so final scout report. Transfer for Thomas Callas, £5 million. Not a chance of my selling Thomas Callas. Thank you very much. So what I'll do is I'll wait. Yeah, he's going to be great. His sprint speed and acceleration aren't quite as fast as I'd like them to be, but he's still a very, very good player. So unless something drastic happens with regards to transfer, I won't do Nacho Vidal. I don't know who Nacho Vidal is, actually, off the top of my head. Unless something drastic happens now, between now and the end of the window, I won't make any more changes to the squad, and we'll just take it from there when we get to January. Considering there's only 2 games in the month of January left, then tomorrow's episode will be Everton, Derby, and transfer deadline day. I think there might be a Carabao Cup tie drawn at some point in the meantime. If there is, then obviously we'll take that into account when moving forward and recording videos. But for now, for the time being, that's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I do have this youngster, Harrison Hill. His potential initially was like 70 to 94. Unfortunately, that has tumbled down to 72 to 80. But he may come in handy. I will actually promote him to the senior team. He will come in handy with regards an extra body for wide roles. I just want to actually check, see what his weak foot and steel moves are. 2-star, 2-star, superb. Can play right mid, left mid, centre mid, and right wing. He might actually come in handy just as an extra body. I might be able to consider letting Johansson go in that case, and just having. Is he really good enough? What I could do actually is maybe consider signing another youngster. So I do still have my scout. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there you go. I actually haven't set up a scouting network. That's why he hasn't gone anywhere. Let's send him to England for 9 months, and we'll hopefully get a good youth scout or youth player come up, and then we can definitely maybe replace Johansson. Definitely maybe that makes sense. Definitely maybe replace Johansson in January. We'll have to wait and see, because obviously I want to bring in Vieto as well. That might be January, or maybe we could replace Johansson now and then replace or bring Vieto in next season. Although, with the way that Cutrone and Rafael Leao are playing, and the fact that I've still got Rui Fonte and Camara, because no one will bid for either of them, I might not even need Luciano Vieta, although it would be nice to get the deal done if possible. But perhaps, similarly to the goalkeeper situation, we brought in Rossi rather than the IRL signing. Perhaps we brought in Cutrone and Rafael Leao rather than the IRL signing of Luciano Vieta. Yeah, I think that's us. I think that's us pretty much done for today, to be completely honest. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. I think I've already said that, but for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with the end of the transfer window. Ta-ra.